Hey everybody, it's Natasha from Mystic Wisdom and Treasures. We are here today with a pick a card reading. For today, there's no specific theme. I just asked for Spirit to give messages intended for the recipient's highest good. I felt called to make a video today. So, before we begin, if you would like to, you can ground and center yourself. Calm your mind, call in your spirit guides, your spirit team, your guardian angels, your higher self, and ask them to help direct you to the pile with the information intended for your highest good. And when you're ready, let's get started. For today's groups, we have pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. I will have a comment down below with the timestamps for each pile, and when you are ready, let's begin. Hello, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. For those of you who chose the pile with the moss agate crystal, hello and welcome. Let's see what your spirit team has to say to you. So, right off the bat, looking at your divine feminine cards up top here, I am getting a message from Spirit saying that there's a need for more of a belief in yourself. I see that there is a goal that you are approaching with the red goddess as being an archer. And when I see this bow right here, it makes me think of having an objective, a goal, a target to reach, and something that you've been growing towards with the butterflies in the background. There's a light glowing from her heart center, and I feel like this is full of a lot of ambition, creativity, hope. I feel as if this represents your higher self. And then with the goddess of self-knowledge, it's another feeling of honing into your creativity, honing into your skills. So what this tells me also is that you may be at a point where you're trying to hone in on a certain skill set and perfect it and reach a goal. I feel you really connecting with your higher self, and I feel like your higher self is leading you through this process. You're creating things from your higher self. Yes, definitely. So I feel like this is a pile of people who are very hardworking, whether this is at your job or a creative project, or if you are working towards a goal. I see you working very hard with the Knight of Pentacles to reap the rewards of it. And I definitely feel like this is a creative ambition with the, the Ace of Wands right here. Like a new project, a new goal, a new ambition, and you're really wanting to reach the top. And there might be a sense of, either with the Five of Wands, that you may be feeling competitive with either yourself or others, or a mixture of the two. I feel like also I just got, this could just be for a few of you watching this, but this may also be a workout routine. You're trying to get to your ideal body or weight, and I actually see that you will achieve this, but I also feel like sometimes you can be a bit hard on yourself with this, with the self-love and the peacock. There's a need to really dive into yourself, and I'm feeling you may be working on healing your sacral chakra right now, or connecting more with this. Really diving into your divine feminine energy, or your divine spark. Yeah, I see you charging ahead and really diving into this creative energy that you hold, for sure. And I feel like as you work towards this goal, whether this is a business, a fitness goal, or a career or a skill set, I feel like you also grow with it, and I see your skills really improving, and it's almost like you become even more enlightened too, because you are watching yourself fulfill these goals. And I feel like you aim to be a self-starter, or you are a self-starter, or you want to rely more on yourself and your own skill set. I feel like many of you watching this might have an interest in owning your own business and really seeing it grow and reaping the rewards of this. It almost has kind of like a cutthroat energy, so sometimes it may feel like you're in a hurry to reach your goals. But Spirit is saying that the more that you connect with yourself, and you're doing this from a place of your own self and your own enjoyment, your own pleasure, that you're going to reap the rewards of that, because Spirit just told me that what we experience on the outside is a reflection of the inside. So if you're always worried about other people getting ahead first, or trying to catch up with other people that you view as more successful than you, you're going to see that more in your reality, and it might stress you out. And sometimes that might actually fuel you to get things done, but it can also leave you feeling a little more depleted, like you have to do things when you don't want to, and can potentially lead to a burnout. And so in this process, make sure you're really nurturing that divine feminine within yourself. Doesn't matter if you identify as male or female, we each have divine feminine and masculine in ourselves. But I definitely feel like you need some time to like recharge yourself, nurture yourself, and connect with your sacral chakra. Do things that fuel you and feel good. There may have been, maybe not necessarily now, maybe this is a time where you're really healing that and stepping out of it, but I feel like there was once a time where Spirit is saying that you didn't believe in yourself very well. You may have had a wound with self-worth, and feeling like you're kind of the run to the litter, so to speak. And I feel like much of the path that you were walking right now, and the path you are in right now, you're trying to break forward out of that. You're trying to make your own name. You're trying to make it for yourself. You want to be, I keep hearing self-starter, self-sufficient. You want to embody your divine self. And I feel like as long as you are also nurturing yourself, making sure that you are giving like your own pleasure to yourself, whatever that may mean, and connect with that part of yourself, and know that it is okay to feel those things. It's okay to feel pleasure. It's okay to really embrace and embody yourself. But the more you do that, and I feel like this was probably a block for you before, the more you do that, I feel like the more you get to this high point that you're trying to get to. And Spirit is showing me these two cards, and it's almost like this is the sun and it's raining down on the Nine of Pentacles right here. So I feel like the more you operate from your higher self and create from the space and really nurture yourself and do things that are enjoyable to you, that recharge you, replenish you, that make you feel like your divine self. How would you treat your divine self? When you do that, I feel like you reap the rewards and you get more enjoyment out of life, instead of feeling like possibly comparing yourselves to others or competing with someone else. And that doesn't necessarily mean all of you are quote unquote like competitive or anything like that, but there might be this sense where you feel like you need to hustle your way to the top, and it's almost like work yourself to the bone to get there. And for some reason I feel with the King of Pentacles, like this could be a slow process at first for you in the beginning, because here you're starting something out, you're still young with whatever this is, And I see you growing with whatever the skill set is that you are currently on, or whatever it is that you're doing. You're growing with it, and as you do, you're embodying your higher self. You're connecting to your higher self the more that you grow into whatever this goal that you're working towards is, whether this is a creative skill set or whatever that means for you. That's just an example. um, Spirit is also saying to get more into your body. I definitely feel that with all the sacral chakra energy and also the sacred sexuality and self-love. There's a lot of um, opening this energy center in yourself. So connecting with water, connecting with the feminine energy inside yourself, doing yoga, dance, whatever that means, embodying, getting into your creative body, using your body creatively. Yeah, and that's all I have for you, pile number 1. I hope that you enjoyed your reading. If you did, please hit the like button and leave a comment down below if it resonated. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Hello, pile number 2. For those of you who selected the pile with the rutilated quartz, hello and welcome. Let's find out what your spirit guides have to say to you. For you, pile number 2, in connecting with this energy collective, I'm feeling like this is a tribe of people who are very, very, very strong. I feel like sometimes in life you may have felt so for some of you, I'm feeling like you could have felt like you got dealt the wrong cards in life, or a horrible hand of cards in life. Maybe you came from a background where you struggled with things like abuse, addiction, or just something in your past that really affected your mental state. And I'm feeling like with all of the divine feminine cards up here, there's this sense of strength, like you had to really rise up into this I feel like maternal. Maybe that's because it's divine feminine cards, but whether you're male or female, maybe that means maternal. And take what resonates with you for that. I feel like you had to grow up young, especially with the divine feminine cards that we have up here in the Queen of Chalices and Four of Swords. Yes, you had to, I'm feeling for a lot of you, had to be your own parent. This card says, unconditional love exists within me. The presence of love is absence of judgment. So I feel like you had to become your own parent, your own nurturing, but I feel like this was a really hard thing for you to do growing up. And yeah, you had to grow up young. Maybe for some of you, you had a child at a young age too with the Queen of Chalices. Maybe you were a single parent, or you had to deal with being a single parent at some point in your life, and you had to find a way to make ends meet by yourself with the Magician card and the Five of Pentacles. This feels like you might have, or do have right now, a worry about money, getting things together, doing this all by yourself to support someone else. And I know not everyone here has children, but I do feel like that's a strong message. There is a need for faith, because I feel like sometimes in relying in yourself, you think that, not that you are yourself like controlling or anything like that, but needing to take care of everything around you, I feel like you're so used to being the guide. You're so used to having to pull everything together. You're so used to having the self-sufficiency and the strength to do it on your own, or the pressure to do it on your own. I had a huge gut feeling about that statement. Um, that it's almost like you want help, but you feel like there's pressure to do everything on your own. You don't know what to do. I feel like there's a lot of worry, especially I'm going to say, for many of you, this is going to be financial worry. Um, yes, definitely with the Four of Swords and the Five of Pentacles. I feel like this is a worry of, it could be maybe meeting your deadline for rent or something to do with your job or whatever this means for you. But I feel like you are used to being the one that everyone around you relies on. And it's like you have the weight of the world on your shoulders. Spirit is saying that now is the time to release. To, yeah, to let go of the control, that the feeling, the burden that you have to do everything on your own for everyone else. Yeah, and I'm hearing sometimes it gets hard. I'm sensing with the reflect card here with the two swans. I'm feeling like major energy of someone that, for many of you possibly in this collective reading, that maybe single parents or doing something on your own. You want help from someone. You want a partnership. But you don't want to resort to the past. I feel that too. Let me see what else Spirit has to say about this. You feel like there is a deadline to reach for something. Like you have to have everything in order right now. And there's a strong message of Spirit telling you that you need to release this control. I feel like nothing stresses you out more than your own mind. And right now you want, or maybe sometimes it's even hard for you to let down the reins of life. You want somebody else to guide you, or maybe it's actually time for somebody else to be this leading figure for you. Spirit's giving me this sensation like, take a deep breath. Feel the stress leave your body and just let yourself let things go, even if it's just for 10 minutes. There's a need to slow down for you. Your mind is full, your mind is racing. You're so worried about making things happen. Or maybe there's many people who rely on you. And Spirit is saying that you're being too hard on yourself. And you are a beacon of light for others. You are a teacher to others. You are somebody that people see as very strong. And you embody your own soldier in a sense. You are a soldier. You are a warrior, and the things that you have gone through that many other people that have been, that, many other people wouldn't be able to walk in your shoes the way that you do and the way that you've handled it. But I also feel like there's a lot of clutter in your mind and this rush. I keep getting this rush to do everything, handle everything. And it feels like you're stuck in your mind and you're probably losing sleep over whatever this is, or this expectation. Spirit is saying to unravel. You are your own soldier. You can do this. I feel like this divine, I'm seeing like this divine light glow through the top of your head straight up like a sword, saying to center yourself and know that you are this powerful being and you don't need to be so lost in your mind. And I know that's easier said than done, but Spirit is saying that there is a plan and it will work out. There is a plan and it will work out. You don't need to worry about money either. And with the Magician card, this is a lot to do with manifestation as well. And so I know some of you might not believe in this, but I feel like it actually works to manifest money coming your way, abundance. And I feel like it is coming your way. And it's almost like with the Four of Swords, there's something behind you, but it's hard to see it right now because you're lost in your head and your worries of the future. And I feel like you're someone that's looking 10 years ahead of what is going on. And know, Spirit is saying that, know that everything is going to work out. Everything is going to work out. You are a powerhouse. You are going to get through this. You are your own divine light. And you're going to get through this. Things are going to unravel and it's not going to be so messy. This is only temporary. There's a need to dive into your faith and your spiritual side, and that's probably trusting the process too. Trusting in yourself, in your higher self. Trusting that things are going to work out, believing that whatever you're going towards is going to work out, because that might even signify a goal for you, something that you're working so hard for, and maybe working hard to support somebody else in reaching this goal too. And Spirit keeps saying that you are a powerhouse. You're going to make it there. You are going to make it there. You won't have to worry about this Five of Pentacles energy anymore. Alright, that's all I have for you, pile number 2. I hope that you enjoyed your reading. If you did, be sure to give me a thumbs up, comment down below if this resonated with you, and subscribe to my channel if you are new and want to see more content like this. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Hello, pile number 3, for those of you who chose the opalite crystal. Welcome to your reading. Let's find out what your spirit guides, your higher self, your spirit team has to say to you. For you, pile number 3, with your divine feminine cards up at the top here, I'm getting this energy of connecting with your wild side. Yeah, stepping into your wild side. And I feel that too with take risk and release. I feel it. There's this sense of also connecting to nature, getting in touch with nature, getting into this energy of connecting with Mother Gaia, becoming one with the earth. I feel like for some of you that picked this pile specifically, you had a past life as a shaman, or somebody that was very connected to nature. There's this feeling of needing to connect with your wild side, getting to your wild side with the earth, with breaking out. I'm feeling a lot of the 9 to 5 energy that we have to do, well, many of us have to do with the death card here. This feels not like the traditional death that I think of when I think of like cycles ending, and in a sense that does mean that, but this feels like a different kind of death. It feels like getting out of this rut. It almost feels like you've been in this rut. Definitely feels like a work rut with the 7 of Wands. It's like this guy is kind of going through this day. Even if it's not what he's doing, it almost feels like you're rowing a boat with this card right now. With the energy in this reading, you're mindlessly going about your day in a certain routine that you don't get energized from. And the alligators are down here, and it's like they're coming to the surface, trying to catch up with this guy. And it feels like like you're just going about your day, even if even if you don't notice this happening. I feel like sometimes you can go about your day in a certain cycle and routine, and it almost feels mindless. Like sometimes you feel like your life has become sort of robotic. Get up, shower, go to work, come home, eat, go to bed, like over and over. And it's like you've got yourself on this repeat. You've got yourself in this cycle that's looping through over and over. But there's something coming to the surface here, and you're coming to the end of this cycle where you can't hide from whatever is down here anymore. So for some of you, I'm feeling like maybe, especially with the Emperor here, maybe you've gotten too caught up into your work that it's kind of running you dry. But either you're running on E and you're getting exhausted, and maybe sometimes you feel like you're about to break, or you are about to have a creative breakthrough, and maybe it's been a long time since you've connected to your creative side, since you've really nurtured yourself with the goddess of compassion right there. Yeah, okay, so this makes a lot of sense with take risk, and what I was saying with the Seven of Wands here, how the ledge almost ends. It's like there's a need for you to jump across, break this pattern, break this cycle that you're going to release, be free, be wild, get into your wild side, connect with nature, get out of this corporate mindset. And yes, do what you need to sustain your life, but when you're not at work, or if there's a need for a change in your life, whether that's a career change or whatever it is, you need to honor your own soul. Because I feel like whatever you're doing right now, something about what you're doing right now for many of you isn't honoring your own soul. I find it really cool how we have both the Emperor and the Empress here. Okay, so with the way that I laid this out, I didn't even mean to do this. I see the Death card with Anubis right here, looking towards the Emperor, and with the Seven of Wands, the person reaching the edge here and going towards the Empress. It almost feels like you are stuck too much into maybe some of your masculine energy. That's not going to be for everyone, because you need a balance of both your feminine and masculine energy. We all have each in us, but it feels like maybe you've been neglecting, I'm hearing, your creative side, the side of you that wants to take a risk, that wants to do something to honor your own soul, and you've kind of muted that voice in your side of yourself, and you're listening too much of outside in your everyday routine. That's what I'm hearing. I just heard money too when I was looking at the Death card, as he's looking over towards the Emperor. It's like there's something you really want to do, looking at these two cards, something you really would rather go towards, or maybe there's this soul urge, but you've kind of muted it in favor of this financial safety belt. And again, do what you need to sustain yourself, but I feel like Spirit really is telling you to take a risk on something, to hop forward. We have the frog hopping in its release. It feels like there needs to be a change, and somehow in the way that your life is structured, and letting yourself be more free and in the wild. And maybe that's literally going into nature more. Maybe that will help. But there's this need to let go of that routine And this could be a job setting, or maybe a literal routine, or a habit, or whatever that is for you. Take it how it resonates. But have compassion for yourself. Your soul is calling you to do something else. Your spirit guides are telling you this. There's something else that you've been neglecting for yourself. There's a side of yourself that's waiting to come out. And if you've been feeling empty and depleted, it's because you're neglecting whatever the side is. You're not letting it speak. Tap into this. Figure out what this is. Let go of the need to be in your comfort zone and your safety net, because it's a routine and you think it's predictable. Because either something is going to happen that come along your path, I'm feeling for some of you, and break it, almost like a tower moment. That card isn't here, but I am feeling that with this energy, like it's going to cause it. Or you can take a risk yourself. Either way, there's something that's going to happen, and I feel like it can be one of two ways, where it's either forced change to go a new direction, or something's going to catch your attention and your soul's going to nudge you to go that direction. This also may be a sign for you to stand firm in your power, honor your own voice, your own boundaries, ask yourself what your values are and stick to those, because something is not aligning with your values right now. And it's like you're focused here towards that thing when you really want to be somewhere else. And you have that urge because you're supposed to go this other direction. Your path is changing. You can't control the current forever. And your soul has its own path. Do not ignore it. For some of you, you may be addicted to your work. That's not going to be for everyone. What you may be using work or a certain routine to run away from something that's hiding under the surface that you need to deal with. And soon, those things are going to catch up with you. And you're going to have to face it. And it's going to lead you into this energy. No matter what way you go, I feel like you are going to be led into this energy. And it's going, maybe it's uncomfortable with this card right here. She has the cracks in her. Like she's broken. But almost like there's a power found within that. So whether this is like a tower moment where it feels like everything crumbles apart, something unexpected happens, it kind of just makes you feel like messes with the way that you wanted life to go and changes it abruptly. Or again, or for others of you, because I do feel there are some of you that fit this energy that I'm about to say, that you make that choice consciously and you find release in it. You find connect to your own self, your wild self. Find what ignites your soul and focus on that, because it feels like there's a fire within you that's wanting to burn, and it's getting to the point where it's just going to come out of you. You feel like you've probably been hiding it under the surface or not honoring that fire, and it's going to come. And to let it happen. It's time for you to take a risk and make this change for your own better self. Do the thing that's better for you. Honor your own happiness. Ask yourself what that is if you don't know. Allow yourself to be wild. Alright, that's all I have for you, pile number 3. I hope that you enjoyed your reading. If you did, be sure to give my video a thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe to my channel if you are new. I hope that you have a wonderful day.